Hello and welcome to Eye on the Tigers. Eli Hoff, your Mizzou sports beat writer here, alongside Ben Fredrickson, one of our Post-Dispatch columnists. We're talking a little Mizzou and Boston College. It's an exciting game for Mizzou this weekend. It will be the only ranked game, or only game between two ranked opponents, I should say, in the country on Saturday. Mizzou at number 6, Boston College at number 24. Ben, this feels like a definite uptick in quality of opponent for the Tigers after beating Murray State and Buffalo very soundly. What's the biggest thing you're watching for in Missouri Boston College on Saturday?
Well, first off, hat tip to Boston College for coming in with a ranking. Golly, we talked about so much about Missouri's kind of slow start to the schedule, and now one of the teams that we were all kind of looking at, Texas A&M, is unranked, and here's Boston College with the number by its name. And Missouri should be grateful this happened. This is good for the strength of schedule argument for the Tigers if they are a serious college football playoff contender. And if you're a serious college football playoff contender and a serious top 10 team, then you should be able to beat a ranked Boston College team at home. But this is a better test. So what am I looking for? On the offensive side, I think it's time for Brady Cook to really get going, to get cooking, as the kids like to say. I'm not too worried about his kind of pedestrian performance of the first two games, but it's time for him to elevate that level a little bit. And really, Eli, I'm curious about what the defense does. It's pitched back-to-back shutouts now. It's got great numbers on third downs. It's got great numbers on not allowing explosive plays. But look, these were opponents that were paid to come and play at Mizzou. Can that defensive discipline and really effectiveness hold up against teams that are confident, teams that are more athletic? And let's be honest, a team that is incredibly in belief of the way it's playing, because it's gone and beaten Florida State and kind of shocked the nation. So this is a team coached by Bill O'Brien that believes in itself, and they're not going to be threatened coming into Columbia.
That's what I'm going to be watching for as well, especially Mizzou's defense. Like you mentioned, 2 shutouts, only team in the country to have 2 shutouts at this point. First time in a very, very long time that Mizzou has done that to start a season. But I'm going to be especially interested in how this defense handles Boston College quarterback Thomas Castellanos. He's a mobile guy. Eli Drinkwitz likes the comparison of him as Kyler Murray as your NFL comp. All that to say, he's got an arm and he can move. If Mizzou chooses to go the spy route and keep a linebacker assigned to him, I think it could end up being Corey Flagg, the Miami transfer, who's also a little bit smaller guy himself, but super quick, can be everywhere on defense. He's someone who I think could be a real X factor, just depending on how the defensive strategy looks for Mizzou. But it's a chance for Mizzou to make another statement there. We'll have all your coverage of that game from here in Columbia on Saturday. We'll have the previews coming up to it. We'll have game coverage. We'll have the recaps after. And if you want more analysis like this, check out the Eye on the Tigers podcast, available here on stltoday.com and wherever you get your podcasts. We've got all the Mizzou news you could ever want here at the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. We'll talk to you soon.